Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Diego here from Blades on Broad, and welcome back to Xfinity Mobile Arena. Once again, it has been about a week and a half since we were last here, but we are finally back at last. Today we are here for the Flyers taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets in a very, very important matchup for us. This is now going to be the push for the playoffs part of the year. Flyers are currently 4 points out of a wild card position, and yeah, a win tonight in regulation would be huge, especially because Columbus is an opponent we are battling against that is in our division that currently, I believe, has a playoff spot. I honestly don't remember, but all I know is that tonight is very important. There's some stats on the screen that I'll show right now that kind of dictate the outcome of this game that will show us how much it will increase or decrease our chances of making the playoffs. But either way, it is very important for us to take the win in regulation today. But yeah, so in Flyers news, Flyers come off of a 3-game West Coast trip, beating the Ducks, the Kings, and the Sharks. They had 6 points available to them on that road trip, and they managed to get all 6. And that is the best possible outcome. Tonight in the lineup, we have Dan Vladar in net, and then we also have Sean Couturier, and I think it's Luke Glendening coming back into the lineup tonight. Unknown about Denver Barkey. I know that he was a little shaken up after the Ducks game, missed the Kings and San Jose game. But yeah, so really big time of the year for us. I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to jinx anything. But yeah, so we're going to have a fun video in store for you guys today. And we're back to the car intros just because it is really nice out. I do have a very fun video for us planned on Sunday against the Stars. But for now, we have to get through this game here tonight on Tuesday. And then I believe one more on Thursday. And then we're finally at that very fun game on Sunday. So be sure to stick around for that. Don't forget to subscribe just to make sure you do not miss that video, because you will not want to miss that video. It is going to be very fun and very awesome. But yeah, so we'll see you guys when we get on in there. Oh! What? What kind of crap is that? Oh. There's a heavy hit. Come on, we're still over. Oh! Yeah! There we go! Yeah! There you go, Coop! There we go! Gritty going mental. Yes, there we go. Right place at the right time. Gooseberry's the back door. Oh. Yeah, he's. There you go, boys! Devastating hit. Wow. Oh! Come on. Whoa! 2 minutes for interference. What the? Okay, so I am here with another one of our season ticket holder friends. So I'm here with Linda. You are married to Charlie. We've had him earlier on the show. He's just hanging out over there.
Watching his phone.
Yeah, watching his phone. So yeah, first off, thanks for doing this. I know it's been a little bit to try and get you on the show here, but we finally got you on, so welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. But I'm really, it's been a back and forth game right now. How would you summarize the first two periods so far?
Like total opposites. First period, we were like looking like a real team. Second period, back to the old Flyers.
Yeah, I think the shot count for Columbus on there was 3 in the first period and 11 in the second period. So
Terrible.
And
the second period.
Terrible. Yeah, and we have to do some digging now because we're down 2-1 right now. But so I'm going to ask you some simple questions here, some fun questions here. So first off, how long have you been a Flyers fan for?
Probably 55 years.
55 years. That's impressive. That's awesome. I mean,
Maybe not that. Maybe 53.
53.
So I started going. Could have been 55. And like my freshman year of high school, a friend of mine, dad had season tickets, and we went all the time.
Oh, nice. So, what would you have to say that it was that like kept you coming back to see the games? Was it like the atmosphere, the excitement, or just like the players, or?
Yeah, just it was a groupie. Teenage girl. I learned a lot about hockey coming, so I got to like the sport.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, that's definitely the way to learn quickly.
Yeah.
Now, I ask everybody this, and we'll change it up a little bit. Who would you say is your Mount Rushmore of Flyers? Maybe like current, present, whatever. Like top 4 Flyers are your favorite.
Top 4?
Yeah.
I have to go with the ones I knew way back when. My favorite was Gary Dornhofer.
Okay.
I have his stick.
Oh, no way.
Of course, Bobby Clark.
Yep.
Since then, I was always a Gustin Bear fan.
Yep.
Until he disappeared like everybody else, and went on to win a Stanley Cup. One more, probably Lindros.
Eric Lindros. I mean, solid picks. I mean. I grew up during the early Gostisbehere phase. I mean, I'm so sad that we lost him. I really liked him. He had that fantastic rookie year. But so if I understand this correctly, you have a couple of Flyers stories. Are there any that you'd be willing to share here?
I can tell on national television here.
Okay.
So when I used to come, we sat right behind the Flyers goal. We were like, not goal, there's bench. Thank you. Like 3 rows up. So we could, back then, we didn't have as much, noise in the background while you were playing. And I remember yelling out to somebody, probably Ed Van Imp, something stupid, as a kid. And Simone Nollet comes around. He thought I was talking to him and flips me the bird. I look at my friend, I'm like, I wasn't even talking to him.
Yeah.
That's like vivid in my head. I'll never forget that.
And now it's time to welcome the guests that have joined us tonight. Turn your attention to the video board and take a look.
Going to the Flyers parade, cutting school just so I could go down to the Flyers parade when they won the Stanley Cup the first time was awesome. Went to both.
Nice.
So hopefully I get to see another one soon.
Yeah, I hope that's the biggest hope right now.
Before I disappear from this earth.
We'll see one. I think we'll see one pretty soon, hopefully.
I hope. I thought at the beginning of this year, I thought, we were looking really good, and then fell apart. So no more good stories. I just that I was a Gary Dornhofer groupie and would I have pictures. I have his stick, signs.
Yeah.
I still have it 50 years later.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's really awesome.
Probably not worth anything, but
it's the memories,
Yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of memories, I really wish I started asking more people this, but what would you say has been, from the time you started watching the Flyers to like present day, what's been your absolute favorite memory? Whether it's like a game that you've been at or like a moment you've seen in person or on TV or...
Gosh, my favorite memory at a game or like just...
let's do it a game.
At a game? Gosh, I don't even remember. I've been to so many games I can't even think of... I don't know, just recently probably... Like, just getting to watch them with the shootouts, because I didn't really do much of that way back when. But I think the shootouts are the funniest part about the games. And watching Trevor Zegras do
Oh,
his
yeah.
little
Yep.
slow-mo into like a speed and score.
Yep.
It's always fun to watch.
Well, hopefully we don't see any of that tonight because, I mean,
No.
for all the Flyers
No
fans
more overtime.
that know what's at stakes here, this is a must-win in regulation. And I believe Charlie was saying that the Columbus Blue Jackets are the best third-period team if they have a one-goal lead. And
Yeah.
that's the case right now.
That's the case, yeah.
Now time
So-
to turn attention to the video board to check out the
So,
exciting events
what would you
on
say is the
Xfinity
number one
Mobile
thing that we
Arena.
have to do to take home this game? Go heading into the third period.
Play like we did in the first period. I mean, they were like so on in the first period, and then just keep shooting. They seem, don't pass the puck. Shoot the puck yourself. I mean, sometimes it's good to pass, but just shoot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but that's all that I really had for you. I really appreciate the answers and the stories. I mean, as bad as an interaction as it was, I mean, that's still one that, you're still telling the story, and it's pretty funny.
It is pretty funny. I still remember. I'm pretty sure it was Ed Van Emp that I was yelling to. Something not so nice, probably. But
Yeah.
then I got spurred from somebody else. So back then they were still protecting each other.
Yeah.
It was fun. I have a lot of good memories going to these games. It was fun. Yeah.
But that's awesome. Yeah. And it's like I can tell you guys every time you guys come here, it's been awesome getting to know you guys over the past couple of years, hanging out with you guys. So I mean, again, thanks for doing this. Again, thanks to Charlie. He's hanging out over there again. But yeah.
It's the interview from hell. Thank you. Thanks for taking care of us. Really, it's the best.
Yeah. No, I mean, these guys are truly awesome. I mean, it's really fun to come to the games and see you guys. Talk to you guys about all the games. I mean, you've seen how Charlie and I interacted, and that's how Linda and I interact. I mean, we love the Flyers. We're here to have fun and just hang out, and we got a good group here. We really do have a good group here.
To watch the game, not listen to Gritty.
Yeah, we had that in common. We all don't like the gritty section that's to our right here, but
It's too close to gritty.
yeah, a little too close to gritty. But aside from that, I mean, it's awesome. But thank you guys for being a part of it. Thank you guys for being a part of the journey this year.
Yeah, it's been fun. Yeah, good time. Good time sitting with you.
Yeah. All right.
Back. We'll be back. You won't get rid of us that fast.
I wouldn't want to at all. But yeah, we got about 7 minutes here till the third period. Hopefully we can see the Flyers come back and tie this game up and then get another goal in regulation. So we'll see you guys later. Oh! No way. No, they think that when Vladar didn't know where it was at, they think it went in.
Bounced out? No, it just went across his like.
Ah. The question is simple. The task is difficult. Can the Flyers score with a man advantage? Come on! Go!
30 seconds. No!
See you Sunday.
Wait!
See you Sunday.
See you Sunday.
Final score. 3-2. Yeah, so that wraps up the video for today. Unfortunately, the Flyers fall to the Columbus Blue Jackets 3-2 in regulation, which takes our playoff chances from 12% down to 6%. It was a very, very crucial for us to win to some degree tonight. I mean, even an overtime loss would have gotten us wouldn't have decreased our chances even more than a regulation loss did. So now we're going to be dependent on other teams beating certain teams, and there's a lot more factors now, but the number's not zero, so it's not impossible, but it's definitely going to be a lot harder of a road to climb. It's going to definitely be a lot bigger of a mountain to climb to get into the playoffs, at least in the wild card spot. But yeah, just really disappointed with how we played tonight. I think the first period we were really good. We held the Jackets to only 3 shots, but we came out very weak in the second period, and that drove the rest of the play for the rest of the game and the period. We let in 2 quick goals, and our defense was all over the place. I mean, I forget who scored the second goal for the Jackets, but we let them just walk into the slot by the hash marks and just rip one past Ladar. I mean, that was one that I wish that we had back, and I'm sure he wishes that he had that one back. But yeah, and then the effort was back about halfway through the third period, which, I mean, at that point, there's already 30 minutes of the game gone by, or no, not 30, 50 minutes of the game gone by, and 30 of that was just kind of just messing around and not playing to the way we should have been playing. And yeah, I think that if we had played with the same energy that we did in the first period and for the last 10 minutes of the third period, we probably could have had this win. And it's really unfortunate to think about it, just because this game was important to us. We needed those 2 points, and yeah, our playoff hopes are a lot slimmer. But yeah, there's a lot to be said about reasons why we lost. I think there was a lot, just the players, but I think some of the coaching decisions as well. I know at the beginning of the season, I think one of the first videos on this channel was the Rick Tocchet press conference, and I was praising him for everything that he said. But at this point in the game, I'm not really much of a fan anymore, just because of the way that things have been handled. And the lines were all over the place tonight after that first period, and that sucked to see, because that throws off chemistry with the players, and everyone's still up in arms about the Michkov situation, and I am too. And for anyone that's not in the know, basically Michkov was a right-wing player, and Tocchet was basically forcing him, having him, I don't know really, but basically he was being told to play left wing, which he's not used to. His production dropped, and after the Bobby Brink trade, it came out that Tocchet said himself that Michkov wanted to, quote, try playing right wing, as if he didn't play that position naturally. So I mean, it's just a lot of back and forth. I don't really have faith anymore. I'm kind of excited to actually watch the post-game press conference to see what kind of excuse he gives for the loss. Because there's been a couple of times where we've lost, for certain reasons, and it's just been an excuse. And I'm kind of just tired of that. I don't think he was the right coach for us personally. I think that John Tortorella still would have been. It would have helped a good bit, but at this point, anybody other than Tocchet. But yeah, so we're going to be here on Thursday. That will be for the Flyers versus the Detroit Red Wings, I believe it is. Another important matchup because we are currently chasing the Red Wings. Had we won tonight, we would have been within 2 points of the Red Wings in a playoff spot, but now we are still 4 points out. And we're going to be primarily chasing Detroit now since Columbus got up to another 2 points, so they're up to 86, so we have a 6-point difference between us and them. But so it's a really important matchup again on Thursday. Hopefully we can see some better chances for the Flyers, but yeah. So that wraps up the video for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you all in the next video.